headline was like, "You always been crazy about the topless model."
It's a small ad, but the yellow color, and then there's a added
Visual and
in Torrent
type of
outline,
yeah.
big bold headline, and then crisp copy and all. There were 5,000 entries to judge.
Okay. Oh,
We 18 representative in 18 countries.
oh,
Divided in two parts, 2,500. Then 4 days continuously from morning 8 to 12 o'clock.
oh. Welcome back to the Art Arts and Idea podcast. We are back with the same creative genius who left us all inspired in the last episode, Mr. Vikram Gaikwad, sir. So, without wasting time, let's hear him out. Hello, Vikram, sir. Welcome back to the Art Arts and Idea podcast again. So, like previously we talked about like many things, like your journey, your like the agency you own, like the process you follow and all. So like, but now I just want, like, I have like seen your like many of the projects. One of the projects you worked in in the past was Mahindra Classic ads, right? The headline was like, "You always been crazy about the topless model." It's very like courageous to write that headline, and like client also like ready to accept that type of work. So like, what was the inspiration and what is the process you guys followed for that campaign?
Actually, the Mahindra Classic campaign, that was the first automobile campaign, Jeep campaign, which
Okay.
in a majorly they were launched on this was the launch of Classic Mahindra Jeep. And this line written by Srinath, my copywriter partner, and we love the line, and then it goes well with the Jeep thing.
Jeep, yeah.
And when we presented to the client was also very happy with the 3-ad campaign, and all our big visual car.
Okay.
One was jumping the car, one was just on the beach.
Yeah.
Pharma shot this campaign, and then Vishal was my boss that, and he was maybe we both went there for the shoot. Interesting campaign, and we were looking forward that campaign to get released, and it was approved to 40cc. A director came and told me that it's happening in 100cc. So I went to Mohammed and said, "This is happening 100cc ad." So Mohammed said, "Okay." Call the founders. Then that thing happened, and then again I got released in 240cc. But the joy of seeing the 240cc in old times, which was 38.8 centimeters, it was fun to see our ad in the
getting released full-fledged, full front. Yeah.
That era was different, you know.
Right.
I grew up also. I mean, when you're looking at Saturday Times, supplements and all.
Right.
If you remember, in the first session I told you that I used to run a shop. From 6th standard I started working in my shop.
Yeah, your father.
So there also I used to sell. I mean, wrap all the biscuit pack and those things, and the color supplement. So I used to like those color supplement.
Right.
And one day, I mean, it's always dream. My first campaign also got released in Lintas. That was also in color supplement, Times of India, Saturday Times, and all those things. And this particular campaign came out in brand equity. So it's very close to all advertising and marketing and all. A good experience. One of the experience in the while shooting this campaign was that there was one cheap shot where we are
jumping the
wheelie shot, jumping shots, and 3 Jeep came from Mahindra, and while shooting, that Jeep went like this and then broke the carburetor or whatever, the fairing, and the engineer was so scared to go take it. He called the factory that this is what happened. But we managed to tow that Jeep and all. We got the shot and all. And it was an interesting experience of this campaign. Yeah.
Where did you guys shot that?
We shot in somewhere in Karjat.
Okay.
Yeah, there barrel land there. It was shot there. It's 10x2 act.
10x2. complete text copywriting.
We done almost 110 ads. Every Saturday there's one ad.
Okay.
That also why and people liked it, and after used to cut the ad and then all the dispensaries and all. It was also an interesting experience, and all the writers worked on that ad. It was one of my favorite campaign. Yeah,
It's a legendary campaign.
Keep carrying over this thing to campaign,
But it's a
but
legendary,
yeah,
it's a memorable campaign.
and the simplicity also. Now what I was talking about,
Yeah.
Mohammed Khan also, the work when you work with him, it's a small ad, but the yellow color, and then there's a added
Visual and
in Torrent
typo.
outline,
Yeah.
big bold headline, and then crisp copy and all.
Yeah.
The reader used to read that. You make reader to read the headline. Well, there was an interesting headline that if you don't read last week's ad, please read this. It's
But-
about Alzheimer's disease.
Right.
And written by Zarman Patel. Then there was another ad in that same next week that
Okay.
if you don't read above ad, please read this. So it was very inviting to read the ad.
Right.
And that was the era when print was big thing.
Yeah, it was go
Now we hardly get to see the
print.
yeah.
So as we as we are speaking about the print advertisement, right? So like these days, like as you said, like first of all, you master the print advertising. So like nowadays it's very like hard for the people to read the like longer copies or like people say these days that print advertisement lost its charm. Okay, so what do you think, like what is the reason and like what we can do?
I think it's not. I'm not master the print. There are many
Yeah,
big people.
you're one of them.
I'm looking at their work and got inspired, and I like print. Print is a very
Close.
close. I love the print advertisement, especially sometimes the big page and the half page and half full page.
Page.
New generation don't understand the proportion full page and half page, and because their
Very known.
skill is only that.
Very like
But I love the medium. The problem now and then earlier is because of the medium, no? because digital getting bigger and bigger. There are other medium are overpowering print. So maybe because of that, it's not. It's also expensive comparatively. So
obviously.
there are many reasons why print is not as good.
Not every brand can afford
as earlier it was. But yeah, I guess it will come back again, and then they hopefully will get to see
more
and
kind of like
but not recently, but leading a campaign which my partner Vistap also worked on that campaign.
okay,
They're all big print, and it started with the one press ad.
right.
It was 10, 15, maybe, I don't know, 10 year, maybe 10, 12 year. But then also that it was started from print ad
Mm.
with Agner Dias and Wispy and Rebo and the team had to work on that. But then I guess we'll have a couple of more like those print campaign which will again start from the print and then into the multimedia campaign.
Right. So like as you mentioned, like not every brand can afford print or like multimedia campaigns or like big execution, right? Execution kind of projects and all. So like what do you think, like as a agency owner, like how you guys select the project or work, or like kind of selection of how do you guys do the selection of the work?
No, selection of first part was the medium. No,
Okay.
If I'm even if I'm a owner, but the client have certain budget, and then that budget can be tight
Right.
for a particular time period. Even if you wanted to do a certain print or certain medium, or you have certain ideas in
Right.
film or radio and all, but if unfortunately it doesn't have budget, then we'll have to figure out ways to at least not from the medium point of view, but the idea point of view, which can be the effective.
Okay.
If suppose if you have if you have some brilliant film idea and if you don't have budget for the mainline film,
Right.
so we can do a film for theater or maybe digital, or maybe we can do something which can go viral
Okay.
in not through this medium but other ways. So we'll have to figure out ways to do that, communicate that
Right.
in a right
In a
proper
right way.
relevant medium.
Right.
So that much we can do. Sometimes what happens that even in one of our earlier client, Rezo rice brand,
Okay.
there was a concept we had 100 out of 100. So we have written a nice name tag. But it was, when we presented to client, it was full page.
Okay.
But full page was too expensive. So we thought that let's do it half page vertical ad.
Okay.
So we did one smaller version of that same full page ad, and client got very good response.
Okay.
After that, we did one film.
Oh.
But again, there we didn't have that kind of budget. If you have to do film, shoot in abroad, and then so what we did is that we did that as a digital film.
Okay.
We went and shot abroad and then done that. But what happens that when the moment you say digital, the cost comes down. And so we luckily we had a good director, and then we did the film, and it ran, and it got good views. That film had done its job. So again, it was I think maybe 4-5 years back, but then also there also the campaign started with the print ad,
Right.
which half page vertical print ad, and it ended with digital film.
Okay.
So it's all how cleverly, how smartly you strategize the whole thing.
Whole thing. Yeah. Whole campaign and all.
And it works. Yeah.
If it's if you do the right strategy, if you follow the right strategy, then the brand will get the exposure right. Right.
As long as it reaches to the TG in a proper way,
Right.
and it does its communication, I think any client will be happy.
Obviously, that's the only thing client wants.
We did the whole multi media campaign that time also.
Okay.
But that was the digital was only to support that. But holistically, if you see the 360 campaign, it did its job.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, sir, as we spoke about the type of medium and the execution of print advertisements and all, so one of the campaign I remember of was which was Charm's Secret. Okay, the headline was attitude is everything, and the visual showcase, you guys showcase the model smoking a cigarette in very unconventional way, right? So that was very groundbreaking thought, and how you guys thought, and how you guys pitched that idea to the client.
Yeah, this was I think 96, 97.
Okay.
And Charms has certain. I mean, we all know that Charms imagery of the pack, and
right.
that campaign were all stitched, nicely shot.
Okay.
Very iconic campaign and all. This was the campaign where we were launching or Charms Kings. But the moment you took Charms, the Kings and Charms with the the imagery, you wanted to reduce the Charms name over the sub-brand.
Okay.
So there was an interesting thought on that, where you use the Charms at the
denim sticker, label sticker, yeah.
Red tab.
Red tab.
So we've done that packaging. It was came out very well and all. So when we want to campaign, then this was the thought came out. Which was approved. Attitude is everything.
Okay.
And then all the imagery I'm talking about that time, it was very different thing. When the couple, the legs on the convertible car, then it moves one hand in cigarette, and then one bald guy in barber
shop.
putting his feet leg on table. Even in office also, one guy's laptop and nowadays it's not new and different, but that time it was very different because very different time it was. It was interesting campaign and shot by Prabhu there.
Okay.
One was shot in Delhi, 2 shots were shot in near Bombay.
Okay.
But it was an interesting assignment that time. Yeah.
So as we spoke about your many campaigns of yours, so there are many awards has come up to you to grace your journey as a creative person. So what do you think how these awards have inspired your creative approach and creative thinking as an individual, how it also approaches others as well.
Actually, this award thing is very it's a milestone actually. Earlier awards has a different imagery. And when I started, there was a CAG awards, and CAG awards may if you win art director of the year, it's a big thing. Copywriter of the year, big thing. Even illustrator of the year, photographer of the year. So every creative should start thinking about it. One day I'm going to win this one. Even illustrator also. I don't know now whether you know, but at that time we used to do a lot of there used to be a lot of calendar design also.
Okay.
All the best illustrator used to do calendar and all. So there was a category called illustrator of the year.
Okay.
Photographer of the year. Copywriter. So everybody won so many times copywriter of the year. We've seen his so many followers on the Instagram.
Right.
Art director of the year. Sunil Madik had won 3 times consecutively art director.
Oh.
We all look up to them. One day we will
also get that.
He is the designer of the year.
Okay.
Mandisana is the best designer we have. He had won designer of the year. So he is my classmate, but he is the best in design.
True.
One day we will also get that. So
positive the one day like that.
Yeah. So that was there then. I'm talking about 30 years back and 25 years back. But slowly awards का जो charm था वो
कम हो गया.
Yeah. Slowly dissolved. Then there are 2. Then they got merged. Then there are so many categories, and then so many people started doing work for awards only. So that the purity was there, it's not there anymore. It is there. I mean, there are good work still winning awards. There are people who still doing good work.
Right.
But I would say that that's not there. The passion not there.
Right.
It's expensive also. To send awards in Cannes, 80 bucks.
Right. Very basic. Entry fees are very.
I was judging in Cannes outdoor. I think 2011. There were 5,000 entries to judge.
Okay.
Oh, we 18 representative in 18 countries. Oh, divided in 2 parts, 2,500. Then 4 days continuously from morning 8 to 12 o'clock. Oh, it's to judge. It's a, and then so much money. Even in enterprise also, we never used to send awards.
Okay.
1 year we thought that we'll send 4 entries there, best entry.
Okay.
Then हम 4 में 3 करते हैं बस cost ज़्यादा cost कम 3 2 करते 1 करते ऐसे. But that was
that was a different era.
The agency also was never hardly used to send his interest to international award. But क्या होता है ना ये if I'm on senior level or I'm or not, if you have particular level you should judge whether it will win or not.
Right.
So that maturity also has to come from from senior people.
Right.
But coming back to our awards thing, I mean there are people still, like I said, people still winning good I mean big awards and all.
Okay. Well, there is a difference between the quality and quantity, as you said as well.
Yeah. नहीं क्वालिटी क्या होता था, क्वालिटी एंड क्वांटिटी, when the entry fee is less ना, तो you see the more quantity. People used to send as many entries. But then the one of the, even also internationally, I mean, you send one entry for 20,000, 25,000, 50,000, then you only start shortlisting your, नहीं अभी 4 में से मैं 2 ही भेजूंगा, ये 2 भी ज़्यादा हो रहे हैं, 1 ही भेजा, तो that what filter it on its own, right? And imagine, I mean, even across globe, I mean, can 5,000 entries to judge, plus out of that you have to just give one Grand Prix. So it was a task to the all juries. Then you filter down to bronze, then filter down to silver, then gold. Then gold may also you sit in the all 18 people will think, okay, ठीक है, these are 13 pieces. Out of these 13 pieces, mainly one to give gold. And there are, in my judging, there are 2 entries. One was the Coke, the hand illustration graphic, and then there were other invisible car. Okay. Both were Grand Prix winner finally. But you see and all unanimous. Everyone, sometimes what happens that how people think that no, this is a good, then debate happens, then finally, then a lot of discussion, why not and all. Finally, then decided to go to it. Okay. And in that year, particularly when I was there, it was unanimously decided that this is the best. Okay. So that it was easy at the end to select. Okay. What interestingly in that year, particularly, both were one Grand Prix, and one was illustration, which is done by one person. Okay. One was a idea which was you can say it's a outdoor idea, invisible car, where they created the you can see through. Okay. The digital, there's a mechanism for that will happen, and so many people are working behind the scene to execute that entire idea. Okay. Maybe money must have they spent a lot. People working on that project were so many people, and then you see the power of ideas. One person and so on. It's all interesting to don't completely. It's just power of idea. What means is the power. I guess ideation is like one of the main and like core thing in even in nowadays also. Now we do 10 things, 5 things, but when you go to the client, you just show 3 things. The best 2 things, right? Time that you just show client 1, and then you know that client will like this, and then filtration, quality versus quantity is also side where it should come from you. From you, creative instinct. Yeah, creative instincts. So like you have been in the industry from last like 25 plus years, right? So you have seen that print era as well and digital era. Mm-hmm. So you have like got to see that progress, that growth, and that transition of like last 25 plus years. So what do you think? Like what do you think about that old times and now like the current time, like the current scenario of advertising and creative industry? Actually, it's when I started 1990. Okay. No Google, no mobile, and there were only 2 Macs in the entire Intas. Okay. You have to book a Mac 10 from 9 to 11. Okay. For A department, Bombay 3, Bombay 4. To book a time. And in that time period only, we have to go and do the layout, take a printout, and then next day will come and you start reading this. That time to now, there's a huge difference. You used to, now Google may you search the image, you used to search images in the black book, and then crop it, and then copy it, and then bromide, ask the bromide for logo, okay, size you want and all. Everything used to do manual, happen to manual. You do cut paste, or you do full page. If it's a language ad, it's a box of copy, justify. And if there's a copy change, then you have to do all the headline cut paste, or do that print thing. Right. It's a, but studio department is bigger than studio creative department. But we used to do 12 languages, 13 languages. Okay. Hamara budget was 13 languages, 13 languages campaign. all languages. Work used to happen like when the print was big. Everything was different then and now. Now it's everything is happen like this. So even then, when I joined, there was a hierarchy. Like when someone joins from art school, he will join into bigger agency as a individual, then visualizer, then junior art director, senior art director, art supervisor, then ACD, then CD.
Right.
By the time you are all CD, you will almost spend more than 10
years. Yeah.
right? And that too, in your, if you're doing it.
Right.
Now you
Come out of the college.
you
You get the designation on the salary.
you becoming art director, and then with few years you become a creator. There's nothing wrong. Time has changed.
Right.
But that experience and all these things are also very equally important.
Okay.
There are some good talent. They are doing very good work.
Right.
That creative spark is there.
Okay.
But that time and this time was
Very different. So
well. You have pros and cons also, and you look for a writer nowadays. He may be good at ideation, but he may not be good at, or there may be many typos on the in the copy. In earlier days, old days, these typos are very important thing. That is the basic thing.
Right.
To have you, that is how talent crunch is there nowadays. It's a huge crunch. Everyone is looking for a good talent. Name it. Where that talent problem is there. But apart from that transition, even if I see the transition,
Okay.
even same thing with suits also, account planning also, strategy department also. There are so many hierarchies, so many people. Now client is to work with the agency for the long term.
Okay.
मतलब एक बार agency sign किया तो then because it's a brand journey also, brand growth also, together with the agency. अभी क्या हो रहा है? Every client is looking at the small project, short-term project. So they two महीना 3 महीना film. Then what happens? Then they will do one film with this one project with one agency, next project with another agency. So they are not building actually brand. So sometimes they're spoiling good brand.
Okay.
So but this is the reality. This is the fact. Everyone is. If these guys are doing a 10 lakh here, there's a guy who's ready for 6 lakhs. 6 lakhs per client will go there.
Obviously.
So that is a business reality. We can't hate it. We as a underdog, we decided that we work on it. In our underdog, we don't have client service. We all creative people
Directly deal with
clients.
Okay.
And it worked for us. And it helped us. It worked for us. We don't go behind business.
Okay.
And we choose our client. We decide whether we work or not.
The quality work.
Well, our own agency, I can say that no.
Right.
Nowadays we say most of them no to the client, then yes.
Right.
But we can do that. We are not running behind money. We are not.
Okay.
We wanted to do good work. We wanted to do good work. We have very different people who are also passionate, equally passionate, wanted to do good work, and we are doing it. But that also has a pros and cons. Right. We are not grown. If 10-year agency for our number should have been.
Yeah, like the financial number you are saying.
How we are. We have decided that we wanted it that way.
Right.
Maybe we have underdog.
The name says.
Underdogs. So that is how it is. Yeah. But that transition when the new generation should. They should work with the best people. There are best talent in the industry.
Right.
If you want to learn art craft, work with Santosh Fabde. If you want to learn a design, work with Mangesh. If you want to work with ideation, you work with that guy.
Right.
But now, slowly, there is no one to look after.
Right.
That is a sad part. But that is the business reality. Advertising has changed so much. Everyone wanted to, looking for talent, we have to, like I said, it's very difficult to hire for a good talent.
Right.
नहीं मिल रहा है. But है अभी.
Sad reality.
Yes.
So thank you so much for joining us, sir.
अरे,
And like
thanks to you and your team.
yeah, and like before like wrap this up, we just like I want to ask like if you want to say anything to listeners.
I think even after 33 years, I want to start learning again. I want to learn UX. I want to learn UI. I want to understand the digital medium.
Okay.
I want to understand the new medium.
Right.
There's so much to learn.
Okay.
I think it looks like that this is the beginning. So now I have to learn more. You keep upgrading. iPhone keep upgrades its version.
Generations, right?
We also need to upgrade.
Right.
We need to keep our eye open, keep learning, keep
creating.
make mistakes and learn from mistakes.
Ah.
So I think work with the best people, especially when it comes to creative, and learn from them. Teach. I think learn means
Keep learning, keep creating.
I'm keep learning. I'm learning from my son. I'm learning from my daughter. I'm learning from my friends, my colleagues. The new things they are popping up. We just need to absorb, learn. That is only one, I think, suggestion I can give, because that's very important.
Yeah.
Keep your eyes open. There's so many things happening in a political background, in a different. Currently, cricket is going on. Asia done. There some thing happens in other country.
Right.
Literature world में क्या हो रहा है, या art world में क्या हो रहा है. Keep your eyes open, keep learning, because you all it's all always.
Right. So keep creating, keep innovating.
Yes. Keep.
Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, guys.
Thank you so much for listening to the Art, Ads and Idea podcast. Stay tuned for next exciting episode. If you like this video, do share, like and subscribe. I am your host Valmik Sonone, signing off. See you soon.